What's the worst experience you've had at the doctor's? I had a miscarriage and he told me to not think about it, not worry about it, and ignore that it happened. I went home in shock and just fell apart hard, dismissing my symptoms as anxiety. Even though I had abnormal test results. Got told to stop coughing up blood by putting your mind to it. Doctor made me drop my pants when I was extremely sick and made me lay down. He did a vaginal exam without gloves or on the right table. Thinking about it I get creeped out. A stupid doctor didn't want to inject me my hormones shot testosterone because he didn't support trans people. I went to emergency room with headache. They told me it was a migraine and sent me home. Weeks later my primary care doc sends me to ENT and they do an MRI. I had a stroke and the misdiagnosed me. Doctor came in, didn't put on gloves, grabbed my junk, had me cough, left.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
Who thinks brushing teeth in the shower is normal? People who brush their teeth in the shower. Me, but I don't shower every time I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth in the shower, and on days when I wash my hair I brush while the conditioner does its job. Is it weird that it took reading the comments for me to realize that it's not standard practice? My morning procedure contains standing in the shower, brushing my teeth and peeing at the same time. Am I weird? Because some of us have long hair that needs the conditioner to do its job. And I don't just want to stand there after I've done everything else. Why not? I shave in there too. I've had an electric toothbrush for the past 10 years, never occurred to me that people brush their teeth in the shower. That seems so strange to me and I'm blown away by how many comments there are saying it's normal. My ex. Not why we broke up, I should clarify. I rather spend my time in the shower to overthink my life. I have a shower toothbrush and a regular sink one. I feel like in the shower I get the best, deepest and foamiest brushes in.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
Which word, when mispronounced, grinds your gears? Could you please be more specific? Nuclear. Supposedly. So many say supposedly. Asterisk in lieu of asterisk. My bugs me when people say weary instead of wary. Also Pacific instead of specific. Not sure if it counts, but the use of would've instead of would've. Croissant. Extraordinary. Not a word per se, but I absolutely go nuts when I see someone write should've. And English isn't even my native. GIF. When more is used in front of a word that already indicates an increase. I'm constantly on my nibblings about it. More louder, more messier, more stronger. I will get them to drop the more if it's the last thing I do. Cool Whip, etc. etc. There is no X, bro. Gonna go to the library today. I could care less. Not a word mispronunciation, but when people say how something looks like. For fuck's sake, people. It's either how something looks, or what something looks like.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What ingredient automatically ruins a dish for you? Sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere. Spaghetti sauce if it's a plastic dish. A vegetable? Accurately called bitter melon. Water chestnuts. Flavorless but slightly astringent, and with that horrible firm but spongy texture. It makes me think of eating wet green floral foam every time I have the misfortune of finding them in a dish. Hair. Raisins where there should not be raisins. Mystery meat. Not a fan of goat cheese. I used to own goats and it tastes like how they smell and it is not pleasant. Fennel. Caraway seed. The depressing taste of 70s joyless hippie whole food. Should be served with brown rice and eggplant for the full sorrow. Cilantro. Even a tiny bit makes the whole dish taste like it's filled with Dawn dish soap. Water chestnuts. If I wanted a cross-section of a styrofoam dildo in my food I would add it myself.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What's something that made you say oh fuck I'm getting old? I hardly know any of the famous celebrities these days. And then I realized I don't really care. Scrolling to the description on a 7-year-old video and seeing that it said 2015. Some of the till posts I see on Reddit are pretty sobering. You need to scroll longer to select your birth year in online forms. My back has been hurting for 4 days. This is the longest it's ever hurt. When I hear snap crackle pop in the morning it's not my Rice Krispies anymore. I heard no diggity today on an Instacart ad. The video circulating around with a girl saying Machine Gun Kelly made pop punk when they started playing Gangsta's Paradise on the classic hits radio station. Tutoring some kids and having to say the sentence this is how we learned it when I was in high school. The texture of my over my body just different, not in a good way. My brother had no idea what Vine was. The desire for teeth that never hurt. A mouthful of implants. Such a faraway dream.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What is a job that's usually dismissed as something anyone can do but actually requires difficult training? Working with people is the hardest thing I've ever done. No matter the specifics of the work, serving, bartending, cashiering, teaching, etc., people are the worst. Pharmacy. People are often baffled why your local pill counter needs to do 6-8 years of university, and it's quite annoying. Blue-collar trade jobs in general. They deserve the high hourly pay for the shit they gotta do, and it ain't easy to master. Truck driver. Like 18-wheelers. Basically the entirety of the trade sector, after go to college or live in a van by the river, was the norm taught to kids from the 80s-90s. Plumbers, electricians, auto mechanics, etc. Teacher. CNC operator. It's not terribly difficult. But if you can't math gooder than hell, it isn't for you. Firefighter. In a lot of rural areas it's volunteer work and you don't get paid.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
What's the greatest sitcom you've ever seen? Black Books, Third Rock from the Sun, Faulty Towers, Father Ted. I feel like I'm not seeing New Girl or Schitt's Creek on this list, yet I love pretty much all sitcoms. Malcolm in the Middle, Frasier without a doubt, Arrested Development. I've made a big mistake. The first 3 seasons of Arrested Development, the first 4 seasons of Scrubs. Such an amazing show, worth a watch through every once in a while. Curb Your Enthusiasm, 30 Rock, Psych, What We Do in the Shadows, Brooklyn 99, The IT Crowd. I'll just put this over here. With the rest. Of the Fire, Community, The Mighty Boosh, Newhart, IT Crowd, Red Dwarf, Blackadder and Garth Marenghi's Dark Place are at the top of the pile when it comes to sitcoms for me. Wings, Faulty Towers, The Good Place. For a bit of lowbrow escapist fun, it's a toss-up between Trailer Park Boys and Strangers with Candy.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.